Hashtag Sony 85-inch BRAVIA 7 mini LED TV YouTube script. So we're looking at the Sony 85-inch BRAVIA 7, and it's sitting around $3,500 right now. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a TV. But is it actually worth dropping that kind of cash? That's what we're breaking down today. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon, and honestly, stick around because this one surprised me in some pretty specific ways that actually matter for what you're using a TV for. First thing I noticed is the brightness and contrast situation. Sony went with mini LED backlighting on this thing, which means they've got thousands of tiny LED zones behind the panel instead of just a few big ones. In real terms, that means when you're watching something with both really bright and really dark scenes, you're not getting that weird halo effect or crushed blacks. I was watching some nature documentaries and the detail in the shadows was genuinely there without the bright parts washing everything out. If you're in a bright living room or you like to keep lights on while watching, this handles it way better than a standard LED TV would. The color accuracy is another practical thing. Sony calls it billions of real-world colors, which sounds like marketing speak, but what they're actually doing is using a QLED filter system that expands the color range significantly. I noticed it most when watching sports. The grass actually looked like grass, the team uniforms had depth to them, and there wasn't that artificial saturation that makes everything pop in a way that just looks wrong. It's more about accuracy than flashiness, which is honestly better for long-term viewing. Now the processing power they packed in here deserves mention because it's not just upscaling content. The TV has cognitive processors that actually analyze what you're watching and optimize it in real time. So if you're streaming something from a less than perfect source, or playing older games on your PS5, the TV is actively making those images better. It's subtle enough that you don't notice it happening, but you definitely notice when you turn it off. The audio situation is legitimately good for a TV speaker. They've got what they call room-optimized sound that calibrates to your actual room setup. I didn't expect to be impressed by TV speakers in a $3,500 TV because that's usually where they cheap out, but these are actually loud and clear enough that you might not feel obligated to buy a soundbar immediately. Obviously, a dedicated speaker system is still better, but this gives you real flexibility. For PS5 owners specifically, this thing is tuned pretty well. The response time is quick, and it handles the 120-frame gaming mode smoothly. Not a gaming monitor, obviously, but a really solid option if you want one TV for everything. For the cons, the main thing is price. You can get really good 85-inch TVs for significantly less. The second thing is that the mini LED brightness advantage really only shows if you've got a bright room or watch a lot of high-contrast content. If your living room is dark and you like moody cinematography, you might not feel the difference as much. Honestly though, if you've got the budget and want a TV that handles everything well without being overly flashy about it, this is a solid choice. Grab the link below to check it out on Amazon.